this is the Fox Compact Pod. Awesome bit of kit. I've been using it for a few months now, pretty much since its release. Now, good thing about it is obviously its size. It packs down to a tiny little parcel basically. I just slot it inside my scope and hooking mat and chuck it in there with the goalposts, buzzer bars all set up, ready to go. And when I turn up at the lake, I literally just unscrew the thumb screws and just slot them in, and you're ready to go. So it's a really quick way of being able to get a pod set up and getting your rods out when the bank's really hard. There's a few sort of bank stick holes around here where people have whacked in their sticks with like a mallet, I reckon. But this bank is rock hard. It's a gravel pit, as you can see. It's gravel, sort of real compacted. So this is a brilliant place for a pod. And down there, as you can see, it's just solid gravel. So yeah, it's a great little great bit of kit. You can just chuck in your gear. You don't have to use it all the time because it doesn't really weigh that much. And if you've got the buzzer bars anyway, it's just sort of taking the sort of main frame for it, and it doesn't take up too much weight. So it's a great bit of kit. I would say it is quite pricey if you have to buy the whole lot. If you need to buy the actual main base unit and the rest of it, it's quite expensive. Whereas if you've got the buzzer bars and the sticks already, then it's not so bad. But the base unit itself, I think, retails at about 100 quid. So if you then buy the buzzer bars and bank sticks, I mean, say you're looking at sort of £5 to £10 each for the bank sticks. So say at the most expensive, you're looking at say 40 quid for bank sticks, and then maybe 35 quid for the buzzer bars. You're looking at sort of 170, 175 quid, which is a ridiculous price when you think about it. But I already had the buzzer bars, and these bank sticks are actually Signet, which I prefer because they're the same diameter of the Fox Black Label stuff, the chunky Black Label gear. They're the same diameter, but they've got these much better thumb screws on them. I really don't like the fittings on the Fox stuff, on the Black Label. I really don't think they're very good. They don't tighten down very well. So I've got these nice thumb screws, and these Signet sticks sitting there the same. They're exactly the same diameter, and they're a little bit cheaper as well. So just if you want to save yourself a bit of money, if you do buy the whole thing, I'd recommend getting Signet sticks. I've got 40 short ones, which is generally how I use it. So it's nice and low. As you can see, you can still get the tips up pretty high. I mean, the bank is quite high here, but it does still allow you to have it low at the back, high at the front if you need to get the tips up above anything, or vice versa. You can have it low at the front, high at the back if you need to get the tips down. I've also got I always bring three long Signet sticks with me, which are the same diameter. So if I need to, I can put two long ones in the front and get the rods up really high, or in the back and get them really low. Also means I can then switch over and fish just at buzzer bars or just single sticks if I need to. So it makes it a little bit more diverse. But as you can see, it's a lovely little compact pod. The only thing I would say is, like I said, the cons is the fact that you are paying quite a bit for a pod if you do decide to get one of these from scratch. Buying all the bits together. If you've already got it, I highly recommend getting one. It is quite expensive really, but you'll find when you actually start using it, you kind of start to think to yourself, actually it is worth the money. It's such a lovely little compact piece of kit that you can just chuck it near a hooking mat, lob it in your bag. You could probably carry it in your back pocket if you needed to. It's that compact. So yeah, I really do recommend one. Brilliant bit of kit. Looks pretty well made. You've got the thumb screws for the bank sticks and the cam locks for the extension, which is quite a good way of doing it, because these are quite easy to use and they don't really need to be super tight, whereas these really need to be a lot tighter to make sure that the sticks obviously are secure in there. So they've done it in quite a good way. Also obviously make sure that these are nice low profile, whereas if you had thumb screws on here, that would be quite chunky, which would mean obviously it isn't going to be so slender when you pack it down. But yeah, it's a lovely bit of kit, and I really do recommend it. If you're looking for a nice compact lightweight pod, I definitely get the Fox Black Label compact. Anyway, maybe like a little review, and Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and give me a like, and I'll bring you some more reviews soon. Cheers.